right. Well, welcome to the Forsaken, everyone.
Thank you.
Give it a couple of minutes for people to get here, hopefully. How are the players this evening? How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Dandy.
Awesome. Good. Great. Same.
I accidentally got some chocolate in my beard, but you can't tell because my beard is brown and chocolate is usually brown.
That's the best way to live, Joe.
For real.
It's your food catcher for a reason.
It's a life hack.
That's basically what beards are for, right? Just to catch things?
Yeah.
Yep.
Some leftovers in there.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's like eggs and toast, like runny eggs, and that's like,
yeah, I don't want to think about that. Thanks.
Used to,
You're
like,
welcome.
but not anymore.
All right. Well, again, welcome, chat. Welcome, players, to another night of the Forsaken. Happy Monday, I guess, or happy end of Monday, however you want to look at it. We'll give a little recap as to what happened last week. Back on episode 21, the nightly Relesk Midnight Buffet is alive, and our adventurers set foot onto the main floor of the Great Tower for an evening of wining, dining, and dancing. But as the evening unfolds, so do their plans for a fun, relaxing time. Caszeel has an interesting conversation with the town's mayor, Jackson Dampsay, as well as with a surprisingly alive and familiar face from the High Council of Bairn. Ren, Mags, Teagan, and Rhaenyra scope out the room, while the gerbil has a revealing conversation with the elven Lashta, as they both reveal parts of their past that interestingly coincide. Meanwhile, Gimble dances with Nylian, then heads out on a romantic walk that, not surprisingly, ends at her apartment. There, she shows him an artistic metal work hanging from her wall that he inspired. Then, just as the party gets going, Ingot shows up. This is back at the tower. I didn't make that distinction. Shows up and attacks Caszeel under the cover of the darkness cantrip, stabbing him twice in the stomach. She screams that it's their fault that Bairn fell and that her lover is dead, just before disappearing. During the commotion, Gerbil gets accidentally whisked away to safety with the mayor, as the rest are questioned by Relesk guards before being taken to the mayor's office for further questioning. And here we are on a new night of the Forsaken.
Yes. Now we can start.
All right. So we will kind of do a little bit of a the word's escaping me. While all that was going on, Silvra was helping Jocelyn back to the house, the charity house, because he was getting tired. It was just, and so she left actually before everything started. Her and Jocelyn did. So Silver, you've gotten Jocelyn back to the house, and I would assume you would take him back upstairs to where he was lying before. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Is there anything that you want to role play there, or do you want to? What do you want to be doing right now?
Just set him down and kind of say, I'll go back to the party, rest, and stuff like that. So
please have fun. Have fun. Just let this old man just take a rest here.
Oh, it's not.
And he giggles.
So dramatic.
Okay. So he will kind of close his eyes and get some rest in. What do you want to be doing right now, Silvra?
Go right back downstairs.
Okay. Are you going back out to the party?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Silvra, you are making your way back to the to that first floor of the main tower, and I have the map pulled up here. Let me actually share that out again for everyone. I have so many things here. I actually drew things for you guys today. Sharing. So let's share out the top-down map. So you guys are, again, the party was happening on the center on the first floor, main floor of the center tower. There in Relesk. As you approach the center tower, and as I said, just a reminder, that first floor was pretty much completely open to the rest of the city, just pillars kind of holding up the rest of the building, so you can see right through as you're walking up to it. It's surprisingly, there's not really any people. You do see maybe a person here and there kind of standing outside, like you do kind of walk past a couple still with their masks in their hand, but not over their face. And they're just kind of chatting and saying goodnight and talking about, different things. As you pass, you hear something about, who was she? I heard she disappeared. Was anyone hurt? And you can see from where you're passing this couple at that, as I said, it's very there. You do see maybe a couple of guards there in that where people were dancing before.
Hey, excuse me.
Oh, yes.
Hi, is the party still going on? What happened?
Oh, you haven't heard? You weren't there?
No, I had to go do something real quick and then come back.
Jeffrey, it was quite the, I mean, at first we thought it was a show, but I don't think the Mel, or seemingly Mel, speaks up. It seemed that someone was trying to kill someone. People that we didn't recognize, any of them. But it was someone talking to the mayor, and then all of a sudden someone appeared, and there was darkness, and we couldn't see anything for several minutes, and poor Lolita here almost got trampled by people just trying to get out of off the dance floor. And well, then the darkness cleared. There was a woman laying on the floor, and she was accusing someone of bringing down a floating city. I don't know. It was.
Oh, nobody can bring down a floating city.
Well, that's what I said. I've never heard of such a thing. And well, we better get going. We need to get home and drink some tea and calm down and think of the good things that happened today instead of this weird mess.
Oh,
Perhaps it was just a show, Jeffrey. Perhaps it was just an act.
Oh,
I think you might be right, Lolita. Well, is there? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Melissa.
Yeah, I am so sorry that you guys that happened. I hope it was just a show, but you know what? You guys go home and you rest and be on your way and be safe. And I'm so glad that you guys are okay. Oh my goodness. Do you guys know where the group of like the people that you don't know went?
Oh, well, as we were saying, I think it was a play, but they took the actors upstairs to the on the elevator. So I'm sure if you're with them or interested in seeing them or getting their autograph, it was quite a performance. You can talk to the guards in there, and I'm sure that they'll direct you. But we'll be on our way. Do take care of yourself. Stop at a pub in town. I don't recognize you. Stop at a pub or somewhere. Get have some fun. Don't let this oddness, steer you away from the city.
Oh, of course.
Cheerio. They'll walk away. As I said, as you continue walking up towards that main floor, you do see a couple of guards, and a couple of looks like a couple people in plain clothes, but they look like cleaners. They look like that they're sweeping up after, and waiters cleaning up the tables.
Oh. Are there any? She wants to call out to like a male guard.
Okay. All right. You see a couple there. One standing kind of near a pillar of where you enter in at. As you start going towards that center area, he'll kind of not step in your way, but kind of step away from the pillar. Ma'am, is there something I can help you with?
Oh, hi. I was wondering where the elevator was.
Where are you going?
To see the people that went on the elevator, because I kind of got left behind.
Oh, you're with the newcomers. You're with the troublemakers. Right. And the other guard kind of laughs.
Her eyes are just going to flash red for a second and disappear. What happened here? Because I was gone.
Oh, well, your friends had a friend. He's kind of like trying to get the story out of the other guy. Your friends had a friend that came in and stabbed one of your friends, and then that friend started yelling at them, accusing them of making Baron fall, and then that was crazy. And then she disappeared, and the rest of them are up talking to the mayor right now, just answering some questions. They seemed fairly harmless. Do you want to go up? Do you want to go up there to find them?
Yes, please.
Okay. Jeff, I'll be back in a bit. And he'll kind of walk forward towards the elevator, which is kind of in between the two staircases. It's going up to the second floor balcony areas. So you have the two staircases going down, and then this doorway with a metal gate over it. So he'll slide open the gate, open the elevator, and wait for you to get on. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's not a very long elevator ride, but he doesn't, say anything to you. He just stands there. You get up to the top, and we'll say that that's where we'll join everyone else who is upstairs. You guys had just gotten off the elevator. Well, not just gotten off the elevator, but we'll say by now. Okay, yeah. So we'll kind of go off of Silvra there and kind of go back in time a bit, because you guys would have been like off the elevator. You guys would have been upstairs probably for about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes by the time Silvra gets up there. So we left and you guys got off the elevator last week, and you saw Gerbil. You were in this huge room with very tall ceilings. There's a lot of wood paneling, and there's kind of like this kind of smaller room, and then it kind of, you can see where it kind of opens up into the main office, where there's you can see a huge wooden desk with the backdrop of this gigantic window that just goes from floor to ceiling, and the ceilings are 50 feet up. It's a very tall room. There are some bookshelves here and there. There's as you walk kind of farther into the main office area, you can see like a little balcony going along the upper bookshelves, as well as some other shelves, maybe another doorway going off into a side room. But as you guys got off the elevator, you see Gerbil, and I think Gerbil greeted you. Hey guys. And there are two guards with him, but you don't see anyone besides that.
Oh, hello there, Mayor.
The mayor, you don't see the mayor right now.
It's Gerbil and two guards, right?
It's Gerbil and two guards that you're seeing. So you may. So what happened? That's this horrible Gerbil impersonation.
Francis Myra Crozier.
Yeah. Oh, are you the secret mayor? Gerbil?
Me?
No, I'm
a bugbear.
How did you get up here?
Oh, I was downstairs and was kind of in the darkness and kind of, whisked me into an elevator, and I met the mayor there.
Is the mayor okay then?
One of the guards speaks up. Yes, the mayor is fine. He's just getting refreshed, and just as he says that, you hear, some kind of heavy footsteps, and let me share a picture with you.
Is he Danny DeVito? Oh, he's not. Okay.
You hear heavy footsteps, and around the corner comes, and Caszeel, you saw him, and I think everyone pretty much saw him downstairs for the most part in some form or fashion. This kind of, he's fairly short, about 5 feet tall, human male with this horrible looking comb over, pretty rotund, constantly has a handkerchief in his hand, kind of like dabbing his forehead, and is wearing this very tight fitting suit, for his frame. Kind of walks with a little bit of a wobble, but yeah.
Doesn't fall down.
Oh, I see. You look familiar.
Oh, Mayor. Glad to see you're all right.
Yeah. You have friends. It's all right. He's kind of waves away the guards and turns and starts walking into his office, where you see actually there are 2 other guards kind of, as you walk more into the office, you see 2 other guards kind of standing on either side of the window. But the other 2 that were standing beside Gerbil kind of recede back and stand on either side of the elevator doors. Come on in.
Thank you. And it's Marius and I and Ren. Who came up the elevator with?
It's everyone right now except Silvra is with you.
Oh, good. Gimble's here.
And Gimble. No, Gimble's not there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No Teagan's outside. Yeah, Teagan's still outside.
Yeah.
Oh, and Teagan's outside. Wow. Okay. Thank you, players, for reminding your DM of what's happening.
Has zero idea what is happening to you all, and really doesn't care.
Right? Yeah.
For sure. So to answer your question, it's Gerbil, Ren, Rhaenyra, and you, Caszeel.
Okay. I see you've met one of my other friends already, and I'll tip over to Gerbil.
Yes. He was put in the elevator with us. He becomes very serious when he looks back to you, Caszeel. So you, I think you can drop the charade now.
Oh, what's that? Charade.
He looks to either guard. You're going to pretend like you weren't just here yesterday, late yesterday evening, asking about the artifact. The balls of this guy. I can't.
What artifact is that? Wait, it wasn't
artifact. And he steps aside and kind of like motions, and behind the desk, kind of in between the desk and the window, you can tell, standing about mid-office, the way that the group of you are now, there's quite a bit of space between this huge desk with this like high back chair and the window, that floor to ceiling window that's behind it. And in that space is a wooden pedestal that's about 4.5 feet off standing off the ground, or at least, where the top of it is. And there's a glass covering over this. From where you're standing, it looks like just a metal orb, kind of, or a metal object. You would have to go closer to look. So you're going to pretend like you weren't just asking about this.
And DM question, just to clarify, since I did miss that session, I didn't actually ask, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool, thanks. I'll let my expression get a little serious. Oh, wait a minute. There's a man looking like me, but maybe 10, 15 years older, parading around the city. Don't suppose it was like an older version of me, was it?
Well, he looks at one of the guards, and the guard kind of nods, like he had said something before. Like, I mean, you look different, yes, but not that different to where you're saying that you have a twin?
Oh, only met the lab once in town here. Took me by surprise and I ran off. I've been keeping my eyes peeled for him. Don't like people going around with my face.
He kind of folds up the cloth in his hand and clutches it in his fist, Caszeel, and takes about 4 steps closer to you, which puts him about not even a foot away. Of course, he's, 5 foot, so he's looking up at you. And his eyes, suddenly, his face gets more serious, and you've seen him even downstairs. You're not lying to me, are you?
No, wouldn't I do that?
You expect me to believe this?
Sure. If I don't, know what exactly the other person is. Not 2 relatives that I know of, but perhaps something that changes phone or something. Encountered some of that in my travels, but no, it wasn't me, Mayor.
Make a persuasion check, Caszeel.
Fingers, and I feel like this is important. I should probably do it in fantasy grounds. Persuasion. Really dodo. That sucks. Wait, did I get my? Oh, let's see. Did I get the inspiration for tonight?
You
Yes,
did. You did, yes.
Okay. So sad
You
about
sound
that.
so sad.
What is the inspiration die?
I mean, yes, Dan, you got the inspiration die. Congratulations!
Yay! What do I roll for that? What's that currently in our?
It's an 8, isn't it?
Can I just? You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to. He rolled really low, so it's fine.
Oh, thank you.
I won't make you waste that. He rolled a 1, so you're good.
Nice.
You're fine. Well, and he starts he unfurls and starts wiping his forehead again and starts circling you erratically because they're walking around you. Well, I guess, the ears are different. The hair is, I just thought you cut the braids off.
They have braids? Oh, no.
Oh, you have braids.
And change clothes. The eyes looked different, but I just thought it was the lighting. He looks kind of to both of his guards I need to sit down. And he goes over to his desk and just kind of plops down in the chair, and it, you hear this almost creak from the floorboards below it. Oh, please take a seat. Take a seat. And there are other not as high back chairs, but still higher, a pretty high back chairs there, all leather. And there's about 7 of them, so there's enough for all of you.
Nice.
I take a seat.
Hilarious. Take a seat. Yeah, let you all choose first, and I'll pick whatever's left. Oh, well, interesting party.
Also add just really quick, because I was just looking up the actual description that I wrote down for this office instead of going by memory. As you would have walked in, you would have saw 2 really tall glass cases on either side of the office as well. Having artifacts, having stuff in it in both of them. But of course, from where you were walking, it's a pretty big office, not just tall, but also wide. So you wouldn't have been able to see them unless you would want to walk up to them at some point. I think that's it. The lighting is very there's low hung chandeliers would have to be with these tall ceilings with these glass flames on it that light up.
Ooh.
Yes, it was. I mean, it was something. So let's get to it, shall we? So what happened? I need to. I'm having trouble wrapping my head around it.
Me too. And I'll have to look at Ren because he had such a convincing argument last week, but I don't recall all of it. I'll be like.
I don't remember what he said, but I'll try to say
she
something.
Didn't take her meds, basically.
She's someone we saved, but she's also not well.
She's a very sick friend. We, are trying to, we do know her, but she's just not. She needs help. I guess we have to find her now. Sorry that she caused a ruckus. So she doesn't really know what she's saying. And okay, let me pull up Rin's character here because he's gonna have to make a deception check. Okay.
It's good or bad. Really good or really bad.
Okay. The mayor kind of leans back. Could you get me some water, please? Telling one of his guards. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about your sick friend, but it was a lot. Scared away a lot of our people. The party's over hours. We didn't even get to eat the dessert. We had to throw it all out. Sure. The midnight buffet, the dessert, that's the main part. It's my favorite part. And the guard comes back with this tall pitcher of water with this tall glass. You can tell a lot of things are how can I say this? Are tall. Maybe overcompensating.
Everything's so grand in here. Nice. Well, truth be told, at least I'll probably be moving along after a few days' time, so I don't really think we'll be interrupting too many other parties for you.
I mean, you guys are interesting and all, but and then that's when Silvra, you will step off the elevator. Again, the same description. A guard immediately kind of steps suddenly into view from seemingly nowhere because they were standing on either side of the wall, to each side. Can I help you?
Oh, my goodness. That gave me a heart attack. I'm here with my friends. I got separated from them, and apparently they're here.
You guys would probably hear the echo.
Some move.
Okay, just right in there.
Thank you.
You're
a doll.
Mayor, you have another one. What? Are you? How many are there of you?
Oh, Silvra.
We just breed like rabbits.
Oh, find a seat, lady. Find a seat. I'm just having a talk with your friends.
You have a magnificent office here.
Thank you. I'm glad that you recognize everything that's here.
Right, there's quite a bit that's very hard to find elsewhere.
What's hard to find elsewhere? I'm sorry, I was
some of the
hearing something.
Interesting finds you have here. I do this for a living. Find old artifacts and such, and bring back.
So did your friend.
Oh, you're kidding.
Well, I mean, he was
That's
looking,
impossible.
whoever this
Bastard.
gentleman is, was looking for, has been trying to get this one off of me for a while, and he motions back to the object under the glass, sitting where you are, Caszeel. Make a perception check for me. And anyone else who wants to see if they can see something more about this artifact from where you're sitting.
18 plus 6, 24. Juicy.
All right. So Silvra and Silvra and Caszeel, you see that under the glass, from where you're sitting, it looks like that it's metal, but it's not exactly a full sphere. It looks like maybe a circle of metal with another circle of metal inside of it, like at a different angle. And there's something else inside of this, inside of the two circles. Trying to get this from me, trying to say it's his of all things.
Oh, that's. Do you mind if I ask what it is? It looks quite interesting. Is that like your crown item here?
Well, we found it.
Oh.
I like her. I like it. It's we found it actually. Not here, of course, but elsewhere. And to kind of like stands up and go and very slowly stands up and walks slowly, kind of goes back and forth over to the pedestal. And could you, the guard kind of scurries over and helps him with the glass. Thank you. It's this, come, you can take a look at it if you want to.
I'll get up and take a peek.
I'll walk up next to the mayor and take a peek.
I also walk up.
All right. So you guys approach, and again, it's this on this wooden pedestal. It's kind of on this glass stand, and it's this metal circle, kind of flat piece of metal that is about an inch wide, and the circle goes all the way around. That sits flat, and then you have another circle sitting like this. And inside of that is a little metal compartment with what looks to almost be a glass, like a small hourglass, but it's devoid of any sand.
Yes.
And the metal has different striations in it and different patterns of just circles kind of going in and out, like of circles like engraved that are kind of weaving in and out of each other, along with smaller circles and larger circles. It looks very finely crafted. We found it, and I think we've had someone take a look, and we think that this glass thing might hold some sand. So we're going to get it. I sent some people over to the northern shore to get some from the cave there. They got some weird sand over there that someone told us about. But
interesting. Well, do you have any idea what it does?
Not a clue. The seer that we had look at it said it might have something to do with an hourglass and with the circles, that it seemed very time related. So
sure.
Yeah. Quite a find, if I do say so myself. So
indeed.
We're trying to get it fixed, and it's being, you can put it back on. Thanks. And he kind of goes back towards his seat at the desk.
Let's pull up the seat over there too. Very impressive.
Yes. It's still, and he still kind of looks at you with this weird eye, Caszeel, of like, still trying to sum you up of how you look like the other person that he saw.
Me.
Oh, well, so what are your plans? Are you getting your friend back? Do you know where she went? I mean, she should, I don't know. I feel like something needs to be done as far as breaking up the party and causing all the ruckus and making people worry.
Yeah, Caszeel. What are we gonna do? She's
I'd like
staring at him with daggers right now.
Actually,
She has no idea what's going on, but she's just like,
nice. I really liked your idea, Silver. What was it again?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time remembering when I gave a fuck because I actually wasn't there.
Right. Well, perhaps the mayor has some of those around here too for you. Oh gosh.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Silver,
Takes like a huge drink of water.
I should have waited. Spitting. Well, I don't know that we can do much, but of course we'll at least be looking out for ourselves and see if we come across her. Try and get her the help that she needs. But if you're looking to do something,
tell me, you said your friend's sick.
So
now, I don't care about what I don't care. But you did have she said that you were responsible for Bairn.
oh crap, what the
Now,
heck was Ren's argument?
I'll stop you there. I do know that Angeal told me about Bairn falling. You were there you saw Angeal. Seemed to know him.
Oh, right, the elm in passing.
The councilman from Bairn.
Mayor.
Pardon?
We saw the city fall and it broke her mind. Just a little bit. It was traumatic.
Sure. But she said that you had something, that all of you had something to do with it.
We barely escaped from it with her.
We couldn't save the person she loved. We tried to, but they didn't want our help and they ran off in a different direction. And so she sort of blames us misguidedly.
We don't know that her love perished.
Right.
For sure.
So spurn lover. I've seen my share. I've seen my share.
Oh, no doubt.
Silver just wants to walk out.
I have stories. But I'll spare you. I'll spare you the details. Maybe over a pint sometime, but not right now.
Can you survive a pint? Oh my goodness! I'm sorry.
She's funny. I'm laughing. Let me. And he looks at the two guards and he's like, "Could you give us some space, please?" Okay. And they kind of awkwardly, oh my voice, oh no, they awkwardly go into the room where the elevator is. It's not a separate room, but it's a little bit separated. So they go to the other side of the room for the most part. Let me put it this way to all of you. Say she wasn't lying and you did have something to do with bringing the city down. I would like to employ your services.
in this hypothetical, in what way could we assist you, fine mayor?
Puts his hands over his big belly. So, Relesk isn't looked... We have a great city here that you've no doubt bore witness to.
Mm-hmm.
Great city.
You haven't tried to kill us yet, so that's nice.
See, thank you. We protect people here. And well, but it seems when they were handing out the contracts for floating cities, they looked us over. Obviously, we're not good enough. Obviously, we're not as special as Bairn.
A poor assessment on their part.
I just don't. Bairn's a shithole, and it was a shithole even before it fell. And it pains me that they left us out. Not saying that I don't mind staying on the ground, but it warrants a certain notoriety to be a floating city than just us.
Right.
So, I want to stick it to him.
All right.
And he kind of like looks back at the guards. I want to stick it to them. I want, if you're in the business of bringing down floating cities, I want your help to bring down the others.
Oh. Ooh. I'll just kind of look around. What does everyone look like? What are their facial expressions?
Renarius's eyes are wide. He's just like...
Gerbil's looking kind of confused and kind of like, Ren's preoccupied with something else. Pip is maybe, causing a ruckus under his shirt. I don't know.
At what cost? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically? Like her. Hypothetically, you would get hypothetically, you would get 2,000 gold each per city. And then 10,000 as a group.
That's a lot of money,
Isn't it?
What do you gain from this? Besides,
I gain the satisfaction of seeing them fall. He takes another drink, big gulp of water.
Well,
if more cities were to fall, more people would die.
he doesn't care about that. He's not that type of person.
Listen,
I'm gonna whisper that to Renarius.
about that. What's your name? What's your name, son?
My name is Renarius.
Renarius. You seem like someone who hasn't seen a lot, and so I'll be as delicate with you as I can.
That would be appreciated, yes.
Renarius, there are a lot of people in this world. So, if we lose a couple of thousand of idiots on a floating city who wanted to be there anyways, or do you know what they do, Renarius? Do any of you know, you were on Bairn. You obviously know about the mages.
we were in Bornheim too. Do you know? That seemed a little bit
I don't give a
strange.
damn about
Oh,
Bornheim.
did you? Okay.
What happens to the mages?
Did you not see anything in Bern?
We saw it fall.
It was
17 deception.
Well,
nice.
this young lady here said that you barely escaped.
Right.
Not that you just saw it fall. Which story is correct?
Well, we watched it fall right after we escaped. We bumped
Okay,
ourselves.
but you still escaped.
Right.
So you were there.
I didn't.
What did you see?
Well, it seemed like a
This is
bunch of
something.
pretentious, arseholes and then some fine folks up there as well. But then suddenly things went shaking and
Okay, all right.
Okay, sir, can we have a couple of minutes to talk about this? Do you mind? How much time do we have, hypothetically?
Sure. No. Let me just finish. As soon as I finish this,
Shut up,
you can talk.
please.
I will let you know. The mages were being killed. They were being sacrificed. They had the gall to ask me to find mages in the city and give to the cities that were signed up to float away. Can you imagine? Of course I said no. God damn it, could you get me some water? Thank you. A guard kind of scurries in, runs in, and grabs the pitcher and runs away. Had the audacity to ask me for mages. Of course, I said no, because we protect people in Relesk. Our citizens are important. So I know that they were sacrificing them to keep the cities floating. And it's not just Bern. It's all of them. All of them are doing it. You got another 2 up that I know of, could be more, floating, that are still going after mages. Getting them in the night. Are any of you mages? Do you have mages in your family?
Oh, I look over at Renee.
I'm the only mage in my family.
Do you want to be captured, boy? Taken? Killed? Burned in a furnace?
That's enough.
No, I don't. There were innocent people in Bern.
I mean,
sure. People are evil. There are bad people in the world, and they should be brought to justice. But to sacrifice more innocent people, we can't. Do you know of any way to bring a city down safely?
Oh, right, that's an idea.
No, I don't think about these things.
Would it matter to you if we did find? I mean, I might be more inclined if we can discover a safe way to do it. Pull them out of the sky, but keep it safe.
What if we refuse?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Melissa?
What if we refuse?
Oh, you can refuse, sure.
No. We can refuse, but will you be sending people after us?
No. This is an offer. Since I believe, and the guard comes back with the water, and he kind of stops talking and watches him as he scurries back to the elevator. I heard you were city killers, and so I wanted you to kill some more cities for me. That's it. If you don't want to do it, then, well...
All right. Let's talk about this, though, but we need to have everybody. Not in this office.
Sure. But the offer stands. I don't think these floating cities, unless there are more groups of you out there bringing down cities, I don't know, but I think the cities will be safe for another day up in the sky. So take your time. Take your time.
Thank you.
I think that I've made my deal clear.
It's a fine offer. Fair pay. Right? I think we'll just
Thank you, mysterious man. Appreciate it, Caszeel.
It'll kind of like turn, hopefully in a way where he doesn't see my face, but to the others, just to make a, like a, let's just go with this and get out of here. Face.
I have questions about just what goes on here. I think you're the best person to answer that. The parties every night, the great one. We keep hearing about the great one, but we don't know a thing about who he or she or it is.
Oh, okay. So that was a lot of information. What do you want to know about, son?
It just seeing how other cities are seemingly in disarray, and there's so much. Why is this city, who reveres the great one, so nice, so lovely compared to the others?
Compared to what others? Other cities
to other cities who are killing mages to float in the air to
Oh, well, they're killing mages to float in the air. That's karma on them. That's why they're so messed up. Are you talking? I think Caszeel over here mentioned Bornheim earlier. You've been to Bornheim, so is that what you're referring to?
That's also a mess.
Bornheim. Lady Anselm is she's, I don't know what god they're worshiping, but I don't think it's the Great One.
Is the Great One worshipped here, though?
Yes, we all worship the Great. I worship the Great One, absolutely. Have you not been to? How long have you guys been here? Every evening we have the offering. We have the offering and the seeing. And have you not been to one of the offerings?
No. And from what from our experience, the offering sounds like a terrible thing. But
I mean, if you love gold, maybe we offer up our wages, just a gold of our daily wages to the Great One.
No blood, no people, no.
What kind of city do you think we are? Bornheim. That's what you think, because I know crazy stuff goes on there, and no, that's not. That's not what we do. You guys can come back in here now. The guards, motioning through the guards. No, Renarius say they say they worship the Great One. I mean, but we worship the Great One, and do we look like the shithole that Bornheim is?
Well, no. Your city is very, very nice. I like it.
Did you guys save any of those desserts? Could you go and get some for? Thank you. Thank you, Renarius. I appreciate the compliment.
You're welcome. I do my best.
So what else do you want to know, boys? Or something else that's burning on that curious mind of yours?
I've I have apprehension about everything. So the most glaring thing was mention of the great one in our memories of Borenheim, which aren't great. So just trying to make sure you won't kill us or sacrifice us or
No sacrificing here. No sacrificing here. Only for food. Only.
I'm gonna insight check.
Yeah. Go ahead.
18.
He seems genuine, if not a big pig-headed and slobbery and sweaty and genuine when it comes to that. So, all right. Well, and just as he's at that moment, one of the guards brings in this huge platter of like little cakes and donuts and pastries and these like whipped desserts and these like glass bowls and a whole like array of like gold spoons with like cloth napkins, all in this like huge tray that he just sits onto this like just gigantic desk. Just in time. Mm-hmm. Oh, something else that you could do for me if you want, and I would pay you for this as well. Right. We've been having what was the guard's name that Joff? We sent out a guard recently and to get some sand from the plate for the thing that I and he's gone. I should have been back tonight. Early this evening. Gone. I don't know where he's at. He should have. He takes a huge bite of a pastry. Please, like crumbs spurting out of his mouth. Help yourself.
Crumbs landed. If there's anything untouched by them, I'll take something.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
How much for the missing guard?
Oh, it's not the guard. I mean, bless his heart, but I would want the sand. If you could go to the northern shore and get some sand for this thing.
How much for the sand?
I would give you, if you don't take me up on my other offer, I would give you 500 gold apiece.
Another generous offer.
And you'd be able to see what this thing does. I mean, not just you. It would be. I am curious. Of course. But, yeah. So, but if you take us up on the other thing, if you take me up on the other thing, you could still do this, but I would have to, because I'll be compensating you for the other thing. It would be 200 gold per person.
Sure.
Once the sand is brought back to me, and it works.
All right. Many generous offers this evening.
Here, do you guys have a map? I'll say one of you has a map.
Oh, Ren, I think.
Okay, Ren will kind of go into his pack and rolls out a map, and I will share this out to you. And this is an updated, closer map with some of the places that you've seen already.
Oh, snap.
And then if you look up north, there at the northern, and he'll kind of draw the circle. It'll be a lot messier than the writing on this, of course. Here and here, that's the northern coast, and that's the it's Amaryllis, sir. Amaryllis coast. But both the coasts lead into a cave system called the Midnight Cavern. And inside that's where deep inside the cave, there's a pool. Right, that's right. There's a pool and there's some sand, and apparently it glows. I don't I don't know, but that's what we're looking for currently to try out with this thing.
Oh, that's right.
So you can try to get that. Try to do the other thing. But please let me know your decision on the other thing before you leave. That way, I know if I need to find,
Sure.
looks at the guard, other people.
Right. All right. Well, plenty to think about.
We've much to discuss. Yes.
Well,
thank you again, Mary.
It's been a pleasure. He stands up, with his heft, crumbs just falling all over the place. And if you see your friend, pointing at you, Caszeel, tell him no. Tell him no from the mayor.
Will do.
It's so weird. It's weird how they look alike, right?
Very.
Like, you guys are weird. You're very strange, but I like you. I like you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, go on, get out of here.
All right.
You want a dessert? You can take a dessert with you.
All right, I'll grab another donut.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna grab anything.
Okay.
We leave.
Guards, help them go down. And you guys pass the two there's two cases with the things in them that are on either side of the office as you start walking out and towards the elevators.
Okay.
Can I stop and look at one on like my left-hand side?
Yeah, you go over towards your left-hand side as the group is kind of meandering its way across the office. As you're looking at the case, it has a bunch of. Make a perception check for me, Silvra.
$25.
How much was it?
25.
Oh, 25.
Yeah.
And everything looks really old here. There are old metalworks, old dagger, and they look old in that they have this kind of they have like a layer. They have a few layers of dust on them, and even in this case, they just look. You can tell being in, especially having the history that you do, that they're just kind of old styles of daggers, and there's a sword in there. There are also children's toys. There are some tinkered things, but everything just has that feeling of like these are from possibly like a century, like a century ago, or at least at the least a few decades ago. As you're looking, a guard kind of speaks up across the office. Those are from old Relesk. Oh. Yes, those are from our old city. Up north.
Oh. Are you relocated?
Wait, what?
Yes, I wiped out. He starts to get up, but then sits back down. We weren't huge worshippers of the Great One before. It was a known deity, but we didn't really practice. We had several people in different directions with deities, and I think because of that, a plague came and wiped out a huge portion of our population. It was quite disappointing. No heartache. But we decided to leave the town as it was because it was obviously cursed, and came down here, and the town's still up there. These are things that we've gotten from the buildings and stuff that we left behind.
Oh, I see.
But now we worship the Great One, and everything's fine.
Lovely. Well, it worked out, didn't it?
It absolutely did, Caszeel. As it will work out for you as well. All right.
Are they magical?
Oh.
Or have they lost their magic?
I don't. Did we? He looks to his guard. Did we check? I don't know.
Would you like me to take a look? I can tell if they're magical.
Sure, that's fine.
I'll cast Identify ritually. Make this sucker sit here and eat his dessert for extra 10 minutes, 11 minutes, or whatever.
If you're doing that, I want to cast Detect Magic as a ritual as well.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys using your spell slots.
No, we're not.
These are ritually. We're saving our precious spell slots.
You, Caszeel, after about 10, the mayor kind of sits there and watches you for a little bit, and then
make a little flourishy then.
Okay, and you'll start eating some dessert, like a 5th donut, you pick up about 4 things in there. Like there's like a dagger that's magical. There's a bracer that's magical in there. Surprisingly, like looks like maybe like a tin box that's magical.
Oh.
I mean, nothing that looks, as you're looking into the case, like nothing looks incredible. Like it doesn't look like anything like, whoa, that's definitely something spectacular. You would kind of get the sense that like things that were powerful have already been, or, held any high level magic ability were probably picked over and taken from whoever scavenged these things.
Gotcha.
These are very low level things.
I'll just recount whatever they do to him. Just follow. Hey, this is this, and that does that, and for various points. Anything else?
That's impressive. We'll check that out. Sure. Thank you. Very nice. Rhaenyra's, you would pick up on the same things, although just catch they're magical. Other than that, there's really nothing else to pick up on in here.
No, like magical traps in the office. No auras coming off of people. Enchantments.
Nope.
Sweet.
Everything is as it seems.
A fine collection, then. It was very befitting of your collection.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You as well.
More water, thanks. And you guys go towards the elevator. The guard will open the elevator for you, slide open the gate, get you guys in, and go down with you. Well, take the elevator down with you guys in it.
It's a special elevator ride. Oh
my god.
Nice. What's this hole over here in the wall?
Yeah, and so you guys get to the to that main floor. It opens up into that kind of open rotunda area, and with the pillars, and there's maybe a couple of guards kind of standing around, probably like just in case something else happens. They're not really sure if she'll come back or whatever. And then there are still a couple people cleaning up. Of course, it's still nighttime. You would guess probably around 2 a.m. at this point, probably. About 1 a.m. probably. But let's switch over to Teagan. So Teagan jumped out of that main floor. Was it right after the darkness lifted, Teagan? I think so, right? Because when the darkness was there, you went plank style. You're muted, Frank, if you aren't aware.
Yeah,
okay.
I went. Yeah,
yeah, and then I think it was after the darkness lifted, you slipped out, right?
Yeah, I was just watching the elevator, waiting to see when they came out. So I was like,
but going back, when you slipped out into the darkness, did you just kind of hang out in the around there?
Yeah, I probably, saw them go into the elevator, so I figured
After their conversation, so you were just kind of hanging out there in outside, like the pillars, like in the dark.
Just lounging. Yes.
Roll a perception check for me.
Finally. Let me get rid of this because it never loaded. Perception. 15.
Okay. You hear kind of there are some bushes and stuff outside this, that center tower area. There are some bushes and trees, and then like a little road that kind of goes around the entire tower. You hear some rustling. I think you hear some rustling in the bushes. This is right after they were taken up in the elevator.
Okay, I'll carefully investigate.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Just making sure nobody's trying to sneak up on me. Oh, yeah.
What did you roll?
A 3.
A 3. All right. Yeah, you're just investigating in the bushes as quietly as you can?
Yeah.
Could you make a stealth check for me?
Sure.
As well? Sure, you'll do better with that. I don't know you. Wow. Okay.
14.
Okay. Yeah, so you as quietly as you can, you try to look around in the bushes there, kind of glance around. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Wonderful. Just gets better. Dexterity save. A 7.
Okay. Suddenly, as you're you investigate that little area, and you investigate another, and you kind of turn to kind of go back to where you were standing before to wait to watch the elevator, and you feel a hand grab your arm and kind of pull you into back where you were just looking almost.
Okay.
And then you're pulled back, and you kind of automatically turn around, and you're kind of in this very dark corner, but there's a little bit of light that comes from one of the gas lights on the street that lights up a familiar face. Nylian.
Oh, excellent.
He has a hood on at first, but then he immediately kind of takes the hood off. What are you doing?
I'm here with... First, it's
what are you? And he kind of pulls you a little bit deeper into the darkness and kind of in between some hedges there. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for some companions. They went up the elevator during the you saw the chaos that ensued, right?
I saw the end of it.
There was a person who was distraught and tried to take matters into their own hands, and I was caught up in it. But what are we doing here? It's a long, very long story. We were in Baron.
Look, he'll give you kind of a pat on the shoulder. I'm glad to see you. It's surprising.
You don't know the half of it.
I had heard that Eldrin's men were out looking for you. I'd seen that some of my guys had seen Eldrin.
He was
out and about.
We were in Baron, the floating version of Baron. I spotted him there, but I was with my companions, and he was just stalking me at that point. He didn't confront me, but I didn't feel like that was the time for me to confront him. So, and then Baron fell.
What?
You don't know?
No, just come on. And he'll kind of like guide you and kind of walk across the street and kind of you kind of cross another street and into kind of like this alley area in between these two buildings there in the city. What do you mean Baron fell?
It fell out of the sky. And apparently these floating cities are doing something with mages to propel these cities into the sky. Using them, abusing them, and killing them.
It's horrible, but
I'll try to make this as succinct as possible, but we were sent to rescue a mage. We didn't know what was going on with the mage. Eventually, we tracked the mage down to Baron. And that mage was being used in this flotation scheme, whatever you want to call it. We didn't find that mage. Unfortunately, I think the mage perished. But in the process, we discovered what was going on with the mages, and we tried to rescue the mages. Unfortunately, rescuing the mages is what brought the city down.
Aren't you supposed to be hiding from people, Teagan?
I was on a job.
What?
I figured it was safe.
Are you doing? Eltrin will find you and he will kill you. Just like he'll find and kill me. That's why I move around. I stay in the shadows. I'm not on floating cities and trying to help mages. And God, I thought I taught you better than this.
I know. I made a call. I was trying to help.
Are you with another group of rogues at least? Are you with a group of thieves?
No, unfortunately, they're a ragtag bunch.
Consisting of what?
A bard, a mage, a ranger.
Teagan, stay with your own. Why would you be teaming up with a bard? Or a cleric is useful. And plus you said you have a wizard when mages are being searched for. So you have a target with you consistently. Okay, all right. Well, and just then a dark skinned, they have a cloak one kind of comes around the corner suddenly and stops just short of Nylian and kind of takes off the hood, and it's a dark skinned tiefling. Who is this? This is one of my old students, Teagan. Teagan, this is Caszeel. He is in my guild.
Okay, so is it your guild or you found?
It's my guild.
Else's?
I mean, what's left of it? It's a little scattered right now with everything that's happening, and I mean, I didn't know about Baron falling, but we had Baron fell. Yes, we should get people out there. We could find things. It's hard to tell what could be left behind. We'll get there. We'll get it. So we have like 10 operating right now. We've lost a few who have went out looking for their own. We have people out and about, but we have 10 that are consistent up north in the old city. You should Teagan, you should come with us.
As much as that appeals to me, I want to finish this job. I feel like we're doing some good. There's things going on that are really, really evil. And
Make a perception check really quick, Teagan. Sorry.
okay. 14.
You would notice that Nylian is carrying like a brown cloth sack. About not very big, maybe about 3 inches high, 3 inches wide. So you don't want to leave them. This ragtag group that he's...
Not at the moment, no. I mean, it's been a challenge, to say the least. But, I mean, the things we've talked about in the past between, good and evil and trying to, be honorable. I think I can't right now till I figure out exactly what's going on with this. Maybe we can hook up and, how do you feel? I mean, people are abusing mages and dropping cities, putting people at risk.
Look, it's unfortunate, but it's been, as I said, the unrest has been good for business. It's, again, unfortunate. I don't really have another word for it other than an atrocity, but we got to take care of ourselves. I mean, we are family. And yes, these people are important, but we can't save everyone, Teagan. Look, we have decide what you want. We're located in Old Relesk, just north of the city. It's a ghost town, but it allows us to kind of stay hidden and easy leave if Eldrin finds me there. We've already had to move twice, 3 times. Oh, right, 3. But what I was wanting to tell you, and he kind of like grabs your arm excitedly. We found, we're making an object.
Making?
Yes. Seems that the mayor found an object a while ago that was, we've tried to get it, but we can't. So we're making our own, which is what this is for. And he holds up the bag and kind of shakes it. That's what this is for.
What is that?
Sand.
Sand? What? Sand? Plain old sand?
Well, we've a lot of trial and errors. So many trial and errors. And, well, we have tried to make it. We had someone sneak in once and was able to quickly make a drawing of it, brought it over, and we've been trying to make it since then. They left a forge there at the city that with some tools, and have tried to bring in a couple of thieves that were good with that sort of thing. And he had an artificer come in, but they lasted not very long. Well, you have to make the metal out of the sand. That the sand is infused into the metal, and then you put the sand into there's an hourglass. It's really interesting, but rumor is that if we get this right, if we get enough sand, which is what we've been doing, is intercepting the guards who have been going to get the sand for the mayor. It's a lot. We've sent a couple of guys up there, but they haven't returned. It's as I said, our ranks are low. I think we have 10 that stay in the city regularly. And so it's easier for us to intercept them than going to get it ourselves. And he just keeps sending people. This mayor. Yeah, but if we get it built, rumor has it that it affects time. Could you imagine an object in a thief guild's hands that messes with time?
That would be incredible.
And the other one kind of is just excited. The tiefling, it would change our lives. We could get whatever we want. We could without consequences. It would be a life changer, Teagan. Still want to stay with your ragtag group? Look, I won't. You've got enough to think about. I will leave you be. We're heading back up to the town, to the old town. So if you come by, and he said it's just north. Once you get there, you can't miss it. It's an atrocity, but it's our home. We hang out in the grand hall that's in the back of town.
Okay, it's good to see you again.
I'm glad you're alive. I thought you'd be dead. Honestly.
Eldrin was in Baron just before the city fell. I don't know if he got out. I don't know how he got up there.
Didn't we just see him somewhere else? Someone said they saw him in Zephyr.
That's interesting.
Strange, but not unlike.
Well, he wasn't dumb. He might have had an exit plan.
Well, if you don't come by, stay safe, and I'll try to keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. And thank you for the information. I appreciate it. I'll try to see what I can do for you, if I can find anything else out.
Watch out for yourself.
I will, and you as well.
I know that you think that these non-thieves are your friends, but I mean, they might be nice people, but only we know how to take care of each other.
I know.
Until then.
Okay.
And they will whisk away into the night. And that's where we'll take our bio break.
Yay!
All right. So for those watching, we always take an 8 to 10 minute bio break each session so we can go and refresh ourselves. So hang in there and we will be right back at you.
Sounds good. Boop. All right. guys any questions for us, chat, while we're in our 4 minutes left of BRB time?
Do you feel like the king of the world with a new computer?
Oh, dude!
Oh man, Steph's got the problem.
I couldn't blame him. Like, yeah, give me that money, I'm out.
You ready,
man,
Dan?
talk about how do we do this? Oh,
I don't know why I have this or where it even came from.
Yes! Yes!
But seriously, doesn't this look like Hattie?
oh my God, yes.
So like this, and then that taller picture that I have when I was in That we missed it. I don't know why or where my parents did this.
What?
Why? I don't even know.
That's amazing. What's even amazing is that it was kept all this time.
I know, right?
And that you have it.
Yeah.
So my
Why shoot a goddamn?
You're welcome. I'm glad you got to experience
Oh man, so much.
Me and my sister.
Oh, we have our BRB screen up, so only we saw your thing. Sorry, chat.
Sucks to be you guys.
It's special for us. Yo, this mayor cheese ball though, I'm like, this dude's got me concerned. It's like, well, it's cool. Yeah, you're doing with Kill Cities, and yeah, I can always find someone else. It's cool.
It's nothing to worry about.
Man, Dia introducing a time machine.
If he picks anyone else, they're not going to be able to do it.
I mean,
Dia introducing
by accident though.
introducing a time machine. You think it got crazy before?
Save Bear. He was himself the Goat Bear. Right away.
We can start over
Yep,
and
we
make
can
the right
rewind the clock.
decision and go to
You
Bear.
guys only hear the rumor that it's a time machine.
Well,
And not even a time machine that has something to do with altering time.
Time
But
machine.
how?
Just kidding.
But how?
Well, apparently,
Awesome.
Caszeel knows because he's messed around with it.
Something's happened. Yeah.
It's me twirling my mustache.
Nice. Yes. Perfect.
All right. Are we ready, Dan?
We're ready.
All right.
We're ready.
Okay. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around, chat. All right. So, I would say that when you get done with that conversation, Teagan, you would be able to kind of make your way back to the main tower because I mean it's huge, so you would know where it's at in the city. Do you go back to the main tower?
Yeah, I would keep an eye out for the group coming out of the elevator.
I would guess we'll just say that by the time that you get there, you're there maybe a minute watching the elevator door from the shadows where you were before and door before. Interesting. But the door opens and out come Caszeel, Teagan, Gerbil, Rin, and Silvra.
I'm eating
Okay.
a donut.
I will wait till they get.
Yeah, so there's still like a couple guards hanging around that bomb floor and a couple of cleaning people.
Yeah, I'll wait till they get out of range of the guards. You know,
Okay.
and start. I'll watch where they
Have
where
at
they
it,
go.
guys.
If I see Teagan, I'll just pretend I don't until I'm out of this ballroom area, or until he comes up to me, since we sort of went off in separate ways.
Is Teagan being stealthy?
Are you being stealthy, Teagan?
Yes, because especially after what happened. Yeah, I'm a bush.
Nice.
Well, I rolled a 9. I don't.
Well done.
I don't know if I see him.
But I'm just going to wait till they get approach. You know, try
I
to
rolled a
be in their
6.
path. Yeah.
Okay.
Horrible.
But as you know,
Dice jail.
I use guys. I'm just assuming your guys are walking back towards the safe house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am anyway.
The charity house. Safe house.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, you see them walk out of the rotunda area, Teagan.
All right, and I will do the classic. As they walk by, I will come out and approach
Join
them from
them?
behind. Approach them from behind,
Nice.
and just who's last in the order.
Oh, let's have it be Caszeel. I love getting frightened by
This is
Teagan.
canon now.
Yeah.
I will flick Caszeel on the ear.
Oh, what the? Oh, oh, bloody! Whoa, Teagan. Oh, yeah. Where'd you come from? Never mind, right? Somewhere.
It's well after the chaos. I hung out and I saw you getting escorted in the elevator. I figured somebody might have to stay by and tell the tale.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're alright as well.
Well, my back hurts. People don't know how to step over somebody who's down.
Oh no!
But everything turned out all right with the mayor. I saw you go upstairs. I didn't see where Ingrid went.
Oh, hey. I don't even know where she went, and I'll cast prestidigitation if there's any footmarks on the back of your cloak or anything to clean it up.
Cleans up a couple.
Okay.
Maybe we should go back to the safe house.
Right. Let's do that.
I agree.
Okay.
This is a conversation best at the charity house.
Okay.
I think maybe we should get Adrian's insight as well.
Fair. Has anyone seen Gimbal though?
He left about halfway.
Oh, he did.
I don't know where he
his
went.
glass. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Well,
you know.
perhaps we'll see him in the morning.
All right.
Perhaps.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
if he's lucky.
Okay,
He's
so you
locked
guys are
out
heading
now.
back to the charity house? Straight way?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys, okay, so yeah, you head into the same double doors that you went up before, went up the, gosh, how many, 5 or 6 flights of stairs, I think, 7, somewhere around there. And so by the time you get to the top, you're pretty wore out. It's been a long day. The double doors to the main, to the charity house from that stairwell are unlocked for you. You step in and the lights are definitely dimmer, like there's not as many lights on. Of course, it is really late in the house. But as you all step in, you do hear Adrian's voice and another voice talking from, or it sounds like a different voice than Adrian's, talking, kind of reverberating through the hallway from one of the rooms there on the first floor.
All right. I think we would follow to the voice.
Okay.
At least to
You guys walk down the hallway, kind of looking into. There are a couple of doors that are closed. Like a couple of the classrooms are open, but you do come to the kitchen where the kitchen table was in the room, and Caszeel's sitting there. I mean, not Caszeel.
Sort of. I'm gonna jump him.
Adrian is sitting there, but Caszeel, you recognize the other person sitting there as well.
Is it this
It's the
braided
person.
hair fucker?
Okay. And for the rest of you, so you kind of like look into this room and into the kitchen. You know, of course, you recognize Adrian and this person sitting across the table from him, who kind of stands up automatically when all of you kind of peek your head around and they notice you, and so does Adrian stands. But this other person talking to Adrian, the rest of you are kind of like, he looks so much like Caszeel as far as like facial features go. Dan, remind me, does Caszeel have, I know that he's half elf, does he have the pointed ears, or does he have
shorter pointed ears? So.
Okay, I couldn't remember and I didn't look at the illustration before. The ears are a bit more pointed, more elven looking than Caszeel's. The eyes, as he kind of turns to look at you and his eyes kind of settle on you, Caszeel, are very light colored, like almost a honey color. But the facial features are extremely similar. And he still has like kind of salt and pepper hair, although there's more salt than pepper. But he also has these interesting kind of braids going, as well as like a little bit more aged face, although since he does seem elven, it's not extremely apparent how old he is.
Yes.
But you can see a little bit of a bag under the eye. And the hair, it's kind of like Caszeel's, kind of tufted up at the top, but then it has these kind of braids in the back, braided together, that go about midway down the back. But it's actually very, I mean, I'm just saying this for the players, for Dan's sake, that it's not nasty. It's like, it's not like badly done. It's very intricate. Actually, the braids are braided, together in like these fishtails, and are braided together in this very intricate way, in this very intricate pattern. He has a couple of smaller braids kind of right here around his ears. It's a very interesting look, but he seems to be pulling it off well with the elven ears and his demeanor. Dressed in kind of a fine-ish suit. It's not as fine as, say, the mayor was wearing, but he looks good. He looks good. And he stands and kind of looks to you, Caszeel. Adrian. Well, this is awkward.
I'm just gonna stop in my tracks. Alright. Mr. Brady, can you explain to me what's going on? Who are you?
He looks to Adrian with this face of, and you would notice this, Caszeel, and anyone else that's looking at him, with this face of helplessness. Adrian kind of looks at him and looks to you, Caszeel, and the rest of you. This is your father, Caszeel. Look, I can explain. We have a lot to talk about, and he's just kind of looking in between you, Caszeel, and Adrian, as if trying to garner more help from Adrian. And Adrian kind of, it's getting late and I got classes to run in the morning. So I trust you'll, when you're done, Wilhelm, you're welcome to stay here. You can find your way out. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Adrian nods and kind of takes a step towards the group of you and stops in front of you, Caszeel, and gives you a very reassuring look and nods. It's okay. He's safe. Good night. Good night to the group of you. And he kind of leaves and goes up the stairs, leaving you in the room with Wilhelm. I take a seat. I've been here before, so I'm Adrian.
Oh, I'd rather do this in private.
I'm sorry?
In private. Have a talk.
Sure. You'll have to dismiss. I don't know you. I'm Wilhelm.
My name is Renarius.
Nice to meet you, Renarius.
Teagan.
Teagan. I'm Gerbil.
He's a bugbear.
So I see.
Should we go?
If you don't mind, or perhaps Adrian will let me use his office there. Let us use his. Did he go down to his office?
His office is upstairs. He did go upstairs, but you don't know if he's in his office or not because it's kind of once you go up the stairs, you can't really see up there. Silvra, make a perception check for me. Caszeel, you make a perception check as well, since I'm sure that you're pretty tuned into what he's what Wilhelm's doing. What did you roll a 20? Silvra?
Who was the other person to roll?
You, Caszeel. Please. Since you're kind of attuned to what he's doing, I imagine.
Okay. 10.
Okay. Silvra, you see him after you introduce yourself, he kind of, Wilhelm kind of looks at you straight, like almost like he kind of shakes his head and he doesn't say anything and he'll just kind of look back to Caszeel. But you do notice it's a strange look. Yeah, well, I'm sure Adrian wouldn't mind using his office. Let's go. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Give everyone a head nod. Follow up to the office.
All right.
I'm gonna try to stealthily follow them.
Okay. All right. Make a stealth check.
8. Can I have your bardic inspiration? No, I'm just kidding.
as Wilhelm goes up the steps
rude?
and Caszeel kind of follows, and they're both kind of awkwardly quiet. You step on a creaky step as you start up the staircase as well, and Wilhelm kind of looks back. Oh, are you going upstairs too?
Yeah.
Okay, and he'll kind of stand there and wait.
I'll step off to the side, yeah.
Okay.
Is Jocelyn upstairs or downstairs? I don't remember.
Jocelyn is upstairs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just play off like I'm going to go see him.
Okay. And he'll kind of look to you, Caszeel, and nod and kind of turn and go back up the steps or continue up the steps and go. The office is open and he'll go into the office and just kind of stand awkwardly by the desk.
Okay. I know this room is a bit protected, so. But, alright. If you're my pa, why is it that you look just like me, and that you ran away the other day, and what is it you want with that artifact in the mayor's office, and where have you been since, I was born, and things like that.
You haven't changed. You were just as questioning as a child, if I remember correctly. Been a while.
Oh, a while, aye.
Few hundred years.
So, aye.
Well, I mean, I can't account for good genes. That was one of your questions, I think.
Right. Right.
I make a fresh perception check for me, Caszeel. You guys are standing in this office. There's not a light on, but there is lights coming up from the city through the window that the curtains are still open. Okay, so on his left forearm, Caszeel, you do notice the eye symbol that with the lines going up.
Is that the good one?
Yes,
Quote,
that's what you yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're involved in that too. Is that why? Alright. So I happen to notice on your arm a tattoo, something I've had many vision of. It's my understanding that that's... I don't have an understanding of that.
Oh, no, you should probably understand it. You'd have also noticed, Caszeel, that he has a leather case on his back that looks like it might hold an instrument.
Oh.
This is for the Torch Committee.
Torch Community?
Committee.
Committee?
Yes.
Alright.
It's we work to stop things, to help people. It's all grand and out of most people's comprehension, and
Alright.
you're kind of, in a way, born into it.
Oh. Did Ma know about this?
She did. That's why you remember she didn't, or at least, I mean, I don't know what she did after I left, but that's why I had to leave, is because we knew it was only for a small amount of time that we'd be together, and knew that when they called that I had to go. So I went, and I was hoping to come back, but things spiraled in different places and all across Astralanar, and I had to step in and do things.
I'm sure that your work is important. But do you know what it's like to just be abandoned like that, Pa? How many questions I had growing up, and then starting a family of my own, only to watch them grow old and die, and make friends and care about people, only to watch them grow old and die, or die in a war here. I've been seeking answers for 400 some years, Pa.
I know. I've been keeping an eye on you. If that's, I know it's not a consolation, but I did every once in a while I was able to make it back, and I would see your mother, but I gotta bring down chat. God, guys. I would go to see your mother, and she just thought it best, since I wasn't able to be there all the time, that I just, not mean about it. She was the best mother you could possibly have. You know that.
Aye.
But she just thought it best that I wasn't just in and out. And so we made a decision. Gods know if it was the right one. I'm sorry, but it happened. I'm just sorry that you had to go through it alone.
It would have been nice to at least have some understanding, when you figure that your parents are supposed to be there, they're the ones you're supposed to be able to count on and always be there for you no matter what. I mean, at least if I knew, I could have been proud of you and would have known that it wasn't one of you just me, that you didn't want, and that instead it was for the sake of the world. If it's for the sake of the world, I can understand, man. Oh. We're here now, right, Pa?
It wasn't an easy decision. But I came here. I didn't even know that you were here. I
Surprise.
came here to find something, and just
the artifact.
You've spoken to the mayor.
Aye, he said that my lookalike was asking about it, saying it was theirs. Is it yours, Pa?
It is. Like graspy mayor. I found it. Well, I don't know how we got a hold of it, but I know that that's mine.
Sure.
I don't think that it's. I don't know. I thought I was separated from it before. I thought that I'm so lost on where I am, or I've been in the Underdark for a while now, and I trying to stop this maniac.
Well,
And I
which
thought
maniac? I've met a few over the past few weeks. Last name Renka, out in Fairweather.
No, it was a drow fella, Varys.
I had the pleasure.
Yeah. You don't want to have the pleasure. But I thought that he got the artifact. He took it, but there is rumor that there are more of them. So maybe.
What
but
do
I
they do?
had one. What?
What do they do? Something with time, I understand.
Yeah. You have to train yourself to use it. And it's not easy. But once you do, I mean, I've been to so many places, Caszeel. So many places. All because of that.
Sounds incredible. Do you need this one, Pa? You need a hand getting this one back from that slimy mayor? He's looking to have us bring down other cities. He's looking to just have the slaughter of other cities because he's upset that they went up in the sky and he
Dear God, can't people just let people be?
Apparently not. He's looking to make one of these too. They're bringing in artificers and such to try and replicate that artifact.
It's weird. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's not good. Adrian, he's part of the committee as well. And he's not new, but newer than I am. But so you've been saying that you've been seeing it in your dreams.
Do you also do you look so young just because you're an elf, or do you also not age like me?
We age, but slower. Sometimes faster.
Oh.
Depends on what you're doing. But it does slow down the aging process.
I see.
Which is why from hold on a second. I'm answering something. You've lived for quite some time yourself.
Okay.
As I said, I'm sorry. I have tried to keep tabs on you to make sure that you're okay, and it concerned me, but these goddamn cities, and then this stupid drow, and a lot of stuff has been happening.
I'll be truthful here. I understand why you did it. I don't like that you didn't at least inform me and give me an opportunity to process this, but I get it, and I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to dance and throw my hands in the air that suddenly you're here, but I'm glad you're alive, and I'm glad that I can be proud of what you're doing if you're out there saving the world on behalf of this committee.
Well, it seems like you might be there yourself, son.
Well, I suppose all those years of pulling up artifacts and going around the world and such are going to come in handy then.
Also, I keep seeing notes that I missed on this, on like his appearance. Because you would have also noticed that he has kind of like an odd 5 o'clock shadow, which is weird because he's elven.
Right.
But it's not. It's barely there. Barely there.
Gotcha. All right, pal. What is it you're doing here then today? You need that artifact. You need our help getting it.
I was talking to Adrian, and then he mentioned the lot of you. God damn it! Can I tell you something that might scare you?
Oh, sure. Nothing can scare me quite as much as Renka or maybe Silvra.
You keep mentioning this Rinka. I don't know who Rinka is.
She's
been tipped off to a Rinka.
Right, she's the person that runs the Wizards College out there in Fairweather, and she has the eye, but with the tears the other way. They were also trying to recruit me. I played along because I didn't want to know that I saw something different and wanted to figure out what they're...
You should stay away from her. Well, I mean, keep an eye on her, but don't... That's... and he'll kind of pull out a small journal from his back pocket and find a pen in Adrian's desk and start writing something down.
Is that a Varus level problem? You're under
Is that a what problem, Caszeel?
Whoever you mentioned from the Underdark.
That it could be. What I was going to tell you is that your group, you found yourself a group now.
Aye, the scary one, Silvra and Gimbals, and I'll just kind of recount everybody. Aye, good folks. Although I was warned a bit about Gerbil, but not with any. It was all vague.
That's the bugbear that was with you, right?
Right.
Downstairs. Just keep an eye. He didn't seem threatening, but things can be deceiving.
Right.
Watch out for them, Caszeel. I think we have seers amongst our group.
Oh.
And I feel like that your little group, your little ragtags might be important.
Well,
to something.
I was going to keep an eye on him anyway, but sure, I'll make sure I keep an extra careful eye on him. He's slightly sassy, but also genuine.
Yes, about the sacrament, the object. That's what we call it. I said, I think it should. If it's not mine, I'm still unsure. But I'd heard rumor that there were more than one, but had never seen any more than one. I mean, we have different objects that can manipulate things, but I didn't know. But if it is mine, or if it isn't, maybe it works the same way.
Right.
With the sand?
Aye, that's what they were looking for.
Yeah. There's only certain places in the world in Astral Lenore that has that sand, so or time itself. Yeah.
Do you need us? Look, this mayor has me a bit concerned, and while I don't like the idea of justice that involves death, I'm a little concerned about leaving this mayor in the position he holds. He was clearly saying that he didn't care about any innocents that died if we were to bring down the cities, and if we didn't do it, then there may be he'll just find someone else.
Definitely don't want, if the mayor is wanting to do what he wants you asked for you to do, then you don't want him in charge of something like that. No.
Okay.
Definitely something that needs to happen.
Can we help you get it, or do you need to stay?
I mean, if you can help get it out of his grasp, then yes, absolutely.
Well, we happened to be in there today, and the young lad, the wizard in our group, Renerius, was very keen, picked up very quickly on scanning the area for in an incognito way for any magic items. And I don't know what he found, but I was using some identified, very basic magic items in there. But we can always ask him what he found in case there's any traps or anything.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. But it is late. You should probably get some rest. You look... And he'll kind of take a step. He's been standing kind of on the other side of the desk from you, Caszeel. And he'll take a step around and put kind of an arm on your shoulder. You look tired.
I feel tired.
He'll pull you into a hug.
I'll give him like a pat hug for now. It's good to see.
And he pulls away. I'm sorry about your mother and Mythos and Delantre. They were good women.
Thank you, Mom.
And also your own family.
Well, we're here, right?
There we are. There we are.
I'm gonna
Not
bolt
gonna
to the
say
door
that
with a
it's-
dash when he's done talking.
You what?
I want to bolt to the door and fling it open with a dash as soon as because I know my party.
Okay. All right. So Caszeel, as he's
Fuck you, Dan.
go and get some rest.
All right.
And you okay, and then you kind of like with determined steps, you walk towards the door. Silver, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, it's Silver. That's great. I thought Silver and Teagan might be.
Oh man. Dexterity save?
Mm-hmm.
Please, you guys. Okay, 15.
Okay. Make a a strength check, Caszeel, or
What is my strength? -1. That's a 17.
so what did you
My
roll,
God.
Silver?
14.
Oh, okay.
No, wait. Hold on. 15. Sorry, +1.
Okay. So yeah, so Caszeel, you coming out the door, you push up on the Silver. You are hit in the face with the door. His exit came so suddenly that you just didn't expect it. You're not quick. You're not able to step out of the way quick enough, and just right in the nose.
Oh,
I'm
what
so
the
sorry.
hell is wrong with you?
Oh, I didn't expect anyone's face on the other side of this door.
You think?
Wilhelm will step out behind Caszeel.
Oh, I'll step out of the way.
Is she?
Didn't you though?
Are you
Expect
okay?
someone?
Oh, totally did.
You need water or a medic?
I need to talk to you.
Oh. This is Silverpaw. The one that
I'm Wilhelm, and he'll stick out a hand for you to shake, Silver.
I'll shake his hand.
Okay. Well, it's a firm. It's not too firm, but yeah, I mean, he's you're making it a little bit more gentle for you. Okay. Do you want to talk in there or here or?
Should I wait on the other side of the door, Silver?
Of course you're gonna listen. Wouldn't expect any less.
No, I'll give you privacy. Would you like me to get some cloth for your nose there, something to clean it up a bit?
I'll be all right.
All right.
I had worse. Bye. I don't know what else to say.
I'll give her like a.
Well, let's
I'll
we'll
go.
at least step in here. And he'll kind of walk into the office and stand and turn to you. So, what's wrong?
I think you know what's wrong.
No, I don't.
Can I ask you something? Why
Sure.
did you give me a weird look earlier?
To be honest, I felt it was weird. I'll shoot it to you straight. It's almost like I was saw a glimmer. I just felt drawn to you in some way. You know, like destiny or fate.
You can destiny and fate that right up your ass.
No, it's not. You have to excuse me. I forget how to talk with people, especially where I've been the past few. It's been a while.
How long had you been in the Underdark?
Oof. Time. Maybe a couple of weeks. Could have been a couple of months. It all kind of runs together eventually. Do you know the Underdark?
Very well.
Is that what this is about?
How do you know bears?
Well, you were listening in, so I assume that you know what's going on. I was there to keep an eye on him. He was cosmically thinking some, causing trouble. And I
How so?
plans. He's amassing this whole network to find some drow woman. It's not pretty. A lot of people have died because of it, and all because of some stupid vengeance that he has. So I was trying to keep an eye on, and if necessary, step in, but he was too clever and caught me, and I'm getting too old for this. Just happened. Got my device, destroyed it.
You said he had an artifact or something, or
He took mine and he destroyed mine. I should hope he destroyed it.
what kind of artifact was
I really hope he didn't just pretend to destroy it. That would have been a problem.
What does it do?
Oh, let's see. It's what you saw. Were you there in the mayor's office?
Yeah.
It's might be that one. I think it might be somehow. It might be a different one. There might be. I'm not really sure.
Do you know the name of the person that he's trying to find?
Oh. Oh, sad. Can't recall. No. It was an ex-lover? Nasty business. And what's worse is I think that her family is amassing with him. I feel bad for her, so I was trying to help, but because I feel that it's important that it doesn't happen. I'm not making any sense to you.
No, you're making perfect sense. I don't trust you because you only just now popped up.
It's fair.
Don't break his heart again. Has a big mouth. But he cares a lot.
I know. I'll try not to. I promise.
Can I ask you one favor?
Yes.
And this will be the only time that I ask this of you.
Okay.
Don't speak my name. Ever.
What should I call you?
Just call me Pixrin.
What did you say, Melissa?
Pixrin.
Okay.
Just her last name.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Pixrin.
It's not just for everybody else's safety, it's for your safety as well. It'll make sense later. Thank you. Do you know if if or when they might. She's like really starting to shake. She's like, Do you know if they had any plans of being on land anytime soon? Or where they might be going?
His network was pretty large. I think he already has spies on the ground, out. I don't think that he has a specific place. He doesn't have a pinpoint of where this woman is, but I can't imagine it will be long unless someone intervenes.
Thank you so much.
Pixron.
Yes.
Do you need any help? Are you in trouble?
I'm not sure what kind of help you can give me. I'm already putting everybody in danger, but just by being here. What help could you give me?
The help of someone who hopefully soon will be able to go places. I don't really have anything in mind. You seem worried and a bit scared, if I may be honest. I don't understand it, but did you hear what I told Caszeel about this group?
Yes.
Stay with the group. You might think that you're putting them in danger, but trust me when I say that in situations like this, it's better to stay together.
I'm going to tell him in undercommon. Thank you for your help. I need to go.
Good night, Pixron.
Night.
And so where you'll see him just kind of sink back to the desk and just kind of sink into Adrian's desk chair with this faraway look in his eyes as you walk out.
Are you getting high? No, I'm just kidding.
He's been high this entire time, guys.
That's his secret. And his
had a
backstory.
little fairy dust there.
Such a deadbeat.
Yeah.
That's why
busy.
you got for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Addiction runs away.
Time and space, man. Time and space.
They'll let you go like places. It's just some trinket. It's like the committee.
Far out, man. It's the committee, man.
I've seen things.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys are killing me. All right, so Silvra, you're out of the office. It's nighttime. What's everyone?
Are you behind the door?
Yeah, what's everyone? Because did you go to bed? Did you? Everyone's like cots and everything are still out from the night before, freshened up, with like a freshly fluffed pillow. Yeah, if you go downstairs to the kitchen, no one's up in the house. Because right now it's probably around 2:30 a.m.
I'm going to bed. I'm going straight to bed.
Silvra goes to bed. Okay,
Just
yeah, you
tell
can find
anyone
some
we can
food
talk in the morning.
downstairs. Make an investigation check, Caszeel, to see what you find.
Oh, hang on. That's not going to be good. Investigation's terrible on this, too. That's 5.
Okay. Because you go downstairs and you're just so tired, and it's been such a long day that stuff in the fridge just seems like too much work. So you look through some of the cabinets and jars and boxes, and you finally found like a couple of stacks of saltine crackers and some peanut butter.
We'll definitely work on that then.
Okay.
Oh, and then go to sleep.
It's not really Dungeons and Dragony, but there it is. All right. Anyone else not going to bed? Well, I
You
mean,
mean a fridge of holding?
please. I missed the opportunity. Rhaenyra, did you go to bed? Okay. Silvra, Teagan, did you go to bed?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
hot pack, put it on my back, and went to bed.
All right.
But
Okay.
Gimbal, eyebrow waggle.
Yes. Well, we kind of left Gimbal with we kind of faded out
Business to
last
take
week.
care of.
So Gimbal is still at Donelia's apartment. We ended towards the end of last session. She gave him a kiss on the cheek, and they were going to get some food.
Okay.
So yeah. So with your desired amounts of sleep and your needed amounts of sleep, and some of you only need like 3 to 4 hours. By the time that you wake up, even the earliest of you wakes up the next morning. Kids are already starting. There's a few kids up. House isn't completely wide awake yet. There are some sounds coming from the kitchen of breakfast being made, some vegetables being made as well. There's breakfast vegetables that are so common in the charity house. And yeah. So what is everyone up to when you wake up in the morning?
Eating and trying to time with everyone when we can go talk about this mayor, and I want to present them some new information about this trinket.
Let's bounce over to Gimbal. Gimbal, you wake up in the morning, and of course, you and Danelia kind of lounged on the couch and fell asleep. Her kind of leaning into your chest, and so you wake up in this. It takes you a moment to kind of register where you're at. You kind of look up at the metal artwork on the wall and look over at Nylian. She kind of stirs awake. Oh, wow. Oh, actually, guys, I have an image of Nylian this evening.
Oh, baby.
Where is she at?
Talking about my girl.
Nice.
She turned out really cute, guys. I do have to say.
Oh, she's so precious.
Aww.
Love it.
Get it.
So-
Cruel bastard.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Mhm.
For real.
Wow. Some breakfast? Are you hungry?
Point me in the direction of the pots and pans.
You're making breakfast.
I've
Do you? I
learned
mean,
some
are
new
you
things.
offering, or are you saying for us to make it together?
If you'd rather be served on hand and foot, I can
No,
manage that.
no. Gimbal, God. Come on, let's we'll go and let's go to the kitchen. And as she's like walking, she'll kind of like, smile at you as you're making breakfast together. And then as you're sitting down to eat, we'll say that it's, just typical like eggs, some bacon, nothing too fancy. Maybe an omelet if you want one. So I need to get to work.
Of course.
But it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Likewise. You think they have? You think they're taking any applications at the engine?
Applications, Gimble, you would have to live here in order. Are you thinking about moving here?
I mean,
What about your friends? I thought you were traveling with them.
yeah. I've been doing this adventuring stuff because I've been worried that I'd lost all of my chances to have a normal life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just kind of seems that dream isn't maybe totally as dead as I thought it was.
Well, it would be nice. It would be nice to have you here. The nicest of nice. But I also don't want you to just throw away your friends because you suddenly, you suddenly saw me in a shop. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like it. I'm just saying that maybe just think about it.
All right. I'll just pick up an application.
Okay. All right. I'm sure. Okay. Listen. If you decide to stay here, then I would love it. But I would also love it as long as you're happy. And if that means, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. And gosh, I've been here for, I forgot how many years I said she'd been there. A couple, I don't know, 5 or something like that. I've been here for so long that it's not like that I'm just going to I'm going to be here. That's what I'm trying to say. And so if you want to go and finish what you're doing with your friends, and they seem like nice people, and I don't want you to leave them like in a lurch because, what would they think of me if, all of a sudden you couldn't go with them because, I was here and and she'll kind of lean in and put a hand on your cheek, Gimble. I just want you to be happy. And if that's traveling around for a bit, then that's fine. But again, I'm going in circles.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I won't make any hasty decisions.
All right. Well, I should really get going. You can, whatever, hang around. I have a normal shift today. Do you want to meet after work? Or do
Sure.
you think you'll... Okay. All right. But if you do decide to go with your friends and you leave before I get off, stop by, please.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And she'll give you a kiss on the cheek and head out. Okay. Have a good one. Bye.
See you later.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do, Gimble?
Because if you want to leave with your friends, it's okay. Just kidding. Sorry.
Guys, I don't want to deviate from the backstory that I've written.
No, I
want to
love
legit roleplay this.
If you stay with her, I think that's fantastic. I was just teasing because of how much
beautiful
stuff
thing.
was having her say, like, if you want to go, It's okay.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Oh,
Stay
man.
for
I mean, it all just happened yesterday, guys. it's
Yeah.
It's
really
magic.
quick.
Yeah. Oh,
Even the-
totally.
Even the
Gimbal,
most
you move fast.
even the most sure of women would be like,
Whoa.
think about things a bit and not just rush into it. All right. So what are you doing, Gimbal?
Probably heading back to the charity house.
Okay. All right. So you head out, you see that piece of art on the wall as you head out that you've inspired. And head over to the charity house. And by the time you get there, we'll say that breakfast is made. Some of the kids are sitting down. You'll see a few of your group kind of downstairs. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to like talk and stuff before you wrap up tonight.
Hey.
Oh,
Hi.
Gimbal.
You spend the night over there.
Are you okay?
I'm very okay.
Oh,
I did spend the night over there. But we ended, I mean, little sparks of passions, some of the old flair, but mostly just ended up, I think, spending about half the night just catching up. It was actually kind of nice.
That's lovely.
Oh, that's so great.
I'm really glad you were able to reconnect. You don't find special people like that so often out there in the world.
Well, right. And I mean, since we don't really have any idea why we ended up here, and we don't really have any sort of a trajectory for moving forward, and since our original quest that we were hired to do is kind of like
complete, sort of.
Done, I guess. So, thanks for Darius. I don't know. I've been toying with the idea of maybe
Well, spit it out, bestie.
maybe trying to stick around here. I don't know. I mean, it's not like anything happened since the whatever thing and now.
Campbell, listen, I've
Wait, before you ruin it, Kazoo, Gimbal, you have my full support, whatever decision you make. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now you can ruin it, Kazoo. By the way,
How's
you
your
do
nose?
need to update me about what happened last night, too.
Is your face all right? Because it's killing me.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll laugh, I'll chuckle. I'm just kidding,
I passed
Silvra.
out last night, so I'll get a glass of water and just go like...
Nice. Okay, but what I was gonna say before I was so rudely interrupted was just that I'll support you, lad. Meeting that special someone, or at least taking the time to find out if they are.
Oh God, you're repeating yourself. So, what happened?
Oh, he met his dad.
Aye, the person that looked like me is my father. And he's maybe here, he was here yesterday, I don't know.
What?
But you don't have to worry about it.
What the hell did you just say?
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Has this been like a long time?
Oh, I haven't
past
seen him
reunion?
since I was too young to remember.
Oh, so like 40 years ago?
Aye.
Wow, yeah, that's a long time.
You are you're a placeable part of a friend group here, but I understand the thrill of of the artificing work here and your lass. So, just don't you think that we have anything we'd hold against you if you wish to stay here. That's all I wanted to say.
Dear God, just tell me what happened.
Rhaenyra, what happened?
Everything went dark, and then Caszeel got stabbed, and then we were taken up to the mayor's office, and then he wanted us to kill more cities, and we weren't sure if we should do that. We wanted to get your input about killing cities, bringing down more cities.
We should
also we can go and look for sand if we want.
Right.
At this point, Teagan will drop a fork.
Nice.
Wait, did you ever figure out who stabbed you?
Oh, it was the last that we saved. Her partner ran off to help the other mages despite her warnings, and so she blamed us for that, or me. Well, also, we might be helping me Paul get that little trinket from the mayor's office, and maybe trying to deal with the mayor because he doesn't care about the innocents that would die in the cities, and even if we
wait.
Okay,
to summarize, we've been offered how many side quests?
Okay, so the mayor wants us to have all of the cities fall for 2,000 gold a city and 10.
Are we still around the
group? Anyway, but he also wants us to get sand for this artifact, but we don't get more money unless we do both of them. But
Teagan now drops his coffee mug.
I'm gonna smack you, Teagan. But if we do
you gotta drink the coffee first to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm awake. I'm more than awake, unfortunately.
I'll write it all down in a bullet point.
And
then bracket the things that can be done at the same time.
Okay. So,
what is your dad?
How was your evening, kids?
Don't try this, kids.
Here too, or? God, I hope not.
I think we would have waited for the children to leave.
By now the kids have all kind of, once you guys have gotten into your conversation, all kind of took their plates and kind of saw themselves out.
Nice.
Boring adult talk.
I saw the great one, kind of.
Oh, must have been a fantastic night, Gimbal.
Happens a lot.
That
was good. No, we went to the vigil before we met you all at the party thing. So, I mean, literally this huge portal opened up in the middle of this park, and there was a figure, again, kind of shadowed, couldn't really see them, on the other side, and people went up to these baskets and just dropped gold coins in, and then those coins were all collected and handed through the portal to the Great One. I mean, again, supposedly the Great One. I don't know, but it was kind of weird, and they do it every night, apparently. So either there's a god that really likes money, and it's really helpful on the celestial plane, or someone's scamming these people.
Hey, did you see where
Because
the
they
gold
look
went?
very human on the other side of that portal.
Oh,
Or
okay.
humanoid, I should say.
Okay.
That was very clear.
Hey. Shady.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, then after that, the night was great.
Oh, good. Right. Nice, Silvra.
Did she have mage hand?
No.
Okay.
No
I
surprise.
don't know.
I whispered to someone, no surprise.
Maybe she didn't break it out
loop-de-loop,
last night.
What'd you say, Caszeel?
Oh, just said no surprise, loop de loop then.
Again, ended up talking most of the night after really just making out for a while.
Oh,
So
that's beautiful, though, Gimbal.
Yeah, okay.
That's romantic.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you got stabbed. Ingot stabbed you.
It was painful. Hey, it was darkness. Couldn't see a thing. Just stab. And then I was healed. A lovely figure that wouldn't give me her name, but understand I'm a party stranger. But
There's another person to investigate.
oh, I don't know if she needs to be investigated per se.
I mean, you failed to mention that possible.
Oh, I'll
Course of
describe
action.
her a little bit. She was in the highfalutin end of the party. But it led to us having some one-on-one time with the mayor and really learning how nasty of an individual he is. So
So are we going to help the mayor or are we going to help his dad?
Well, I would.
I don't want to.
If we're going to...
Are there any other options?
I don't even want to kill any innocents.
Do we have to get involved at all?
Teagan will ask Caszeel about. Tell me more about this sand and this artifact.
Oh, I'll flip the paper over and draw what I remember of the artifact. And there's sand that they get from only special places across the Strand of Northern. There's the northern, actually wrote it down, the northern beaches there up in the northern shore. There's a cave there, and down there's some water within it, and you get the la. And apparently it does something with time, I'm not quite sure, or travel. My pa was very, I don't even think he's all there right now. But very dangerous in the wrong hands. A lot of, perhaps, some ripple effect, right? So, gotta keep it out of the wrong hands. But the mayor asked us to go get some because the last person that went to get it didn't come back.
I could probably make a copy of that.
Oh, I'll pass.
Is that a detailed drawing?
As detailed as I can make it, anyway.
Man, I wish I had seen that.
Well, I'd kind of like to get it out of the mayor's hands because he's also trying to make duplicates of it and make this one work. And from what my pa said, it isn't no good in bad hands. So,
Teagan will just sigh very loudly.
What? Are you alright, Teagan? Oh, you're... Oh.
Is the coffee kicking in?
Pick up your coffee.
No, it's no part of his coffee now.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Silvra, did you have something you wanted to do?
Silvra is just going to take her ring off at the table.
Caszeel will drop his mug. Oh. Oh, look.
Oh.
Well,
you decided now is the right time.
Oh, you
If
did?
we're going to help his dad, then you guys need to know some things.
Well,
I know who
I mean,
Varys
this I
is.
already knew.
Caszeel, I know who Varys is, and he is not to be trusted.
Alright. Varys. Oh, right. Me pa talked about... Oh, right. I remember that you ran into this. Right.
You ran into me.
Okay.
Anyway.
How do you know Varys?
He's my ex-fiance.
Oh, no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like he's a right arsehole.
Okay, I'm tracking so far with the ex-fiance thing, and I guess that
Okay.
absolutely
'Cause
sucks. But
Cazeel's dad was in the Underdark for a little bit
Right.
to watch Varys.
oh,
I was listening in on their conversation.
mm-hmm.
Figured at least one of you
You
would.
know, totally classy.
So
Okay.
Varys bad.
That is bad.
Very bad.
And
Very bad.
X. So, wait.
So this is the bad kind of X, not the thank God we're reunited kind
He's
of
an
an X.
assassin.
Oh, alright.
He comes from a family of assassins.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, the bad kind. Got it.
So his family and my family are apparently teaming up together to find me.
What? Why?
Why?
She's like all jittery. Oh my God. Oh. So I gotta move this in front of me so I can read it because I haven't read it in a while. Well, I used to be a follower of Loth,
Oh.
and now I'm not. So I'm
Right.
considered a traitor.
Oh. Right.
And they caught me reading books about other deities, and I was almost turned into one of those creature things.
Oh.
Oh, the big spidery
Yeah.
centauri things, the driders. Read about them before, you know.
I have.
It's very ugly down there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to a temple and studied
Mm-hmm.
and got this ring, to help me above ground and anywhere else. And
Sure.
I told your father to not call me Silvra, to call me Pixarin.
That's your
It's a fake last name. I don't want to use anything tied to my actual name.
Sure.
Should we call
help
you?
your dad? Please just
she
call
take
me
her ring off?
Pixarin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my ring is completely off.
All right.
She just went boop. Hi.
I just pushed the plate away. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because this is the first time I've seen you without the ring on.
Right.
Several of you, yeah.
Oh.
Renarius, you're very quiet.
Studying.
I'm taking it again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry,
mean,
you guys.
Oh,
My mentor's dead, and my family's probably in danger, and the world's turned upside down for me. What's one more thing?
fair point.
Fair enough.
Silver, you don't even have to apologize for anything in a world where there's crazy arsehole assassin nexus. You do what you have to do. I mean, you've come and shared with us now, so.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much danger would you say you're personally in?
If he finds me, 20.
Okay.
And have you had any
I'm
encounters?
considered a traitor
Right.
to anybody who follows law. Because I studied for Illustrate. Yeah. I can never pronounce deity names.
Have you had any encounters yet where this Varys is caught on or caught a lead about where you are?
Well, your dad said that he hasn't pinpointed where I'm at yet. I haven't really had any interactions with anybody that I know of so far that works for him. So that's why I think it would be best from now on just to use my fake last name.
Whatever you need.
Instead of saying the name that we've known you by.
Yes.
Got it.
My first name is my name. My last name is not my last name.
So we're to call you Pixrin from now on. Just making sure I'm following. Okay.
All right, Pixrin.
Your father suggested, because I was going to leave, your father suggested to stay together as a group.
We've got some strong allies
I don't
here.
know. I don't know why.
So it's settled then. We'll settle down here and get jobs in the town, help with this heist thingy, and peachy keen.
Oh, I have answers I need to get. I mean, I need to help my pa for now, but there's so much I need.
Well, I mean, we can tie him up and make him give you answers.
I think
Can we
there's.
just get the artifact and leave?
That's what I think I need to do at least.
I really don't want to
I'm
destroy
sorry.
more cities.
No, I don't
That's so
either.
much gold, though.
Oh, they're not worth the lives, right?
Whoa, I didn't hear what the offer was. How much gold are we talking?
Quite a bit of gold.
Like 300?
However many thousand it was a piece, and then all together at the end, whatever that was. So you see, it's
2K a city, and
Huh.
10K for everybody as a group. So much.
Well,
You know, that's actually kind of cheap.
What?
Yeah, I mean, 2,000 gold. That's only 200 platinum. It's like, you know, some educations are worth more than that.
Aye.
Teagan will say, well,
Nice.
everybody's
Wow.
breakfast.
I
Caught that
Yeah, I
again.
know. I know.
Trying to ignore it.
Right. Try to.
We
Not that if people's breakfasts haven't been ruined yet,
Oh, there's more.
there's another party that knows about the artifact.
Oh, shite. Who's that, Teagan?
Well, I have good news and bad news.
Right.
Good news
Give
is
us, yeah, I was gonna say give us the good news first.
they have the sand.
Oh,
What? What?
right.
The
That's
bad
the
news
good
is it's an entire thieves guild,
Oh.
and
Oh.
a thieves guild that my mentor is now running.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. That's,
Well, let me offer my services as an
there's the mail.
artificer.
at
I'm
least.
putting my ring back on.
And they have been making duplicates trying to replicate
Oh,
this
for
machine.
fuck's sake. Alright. So, have they been successful, Teagan? Yeah.
Just leave.
No, that's they bumped into me literally last night while I was waiting for you at the elevator. It's a man named Nylian. He was my mentor in prison.
Oh.
Got me through some very hard times. But he is now leader of a thieves guild and committed to living that life.
Sure.
Did you get an invitation?
Well, he was very happy to see me, I'll say that.
Oh, I have an idea.
Let's join the Thieves Guild.
No.
Okay.
I can kill the mayor in my other form
Oh.
Duh.
and
I
get
see.
the artifact.
I more meant pretend to join the Thieves Guild.
That's
I'm
good
so
idea.
confused. How many people want this stupid ass thing?
A lot,
God
apparently. Well, Pixel, that I feel like we do need to do something about the mayor because it's just too dangerous to leave him in this position, isn't it? But I don't
No,
know
you
if
can't.
death is the right thing. I'm torn.
Dude, he is not going to survive long anyway. Have you seen him and how much he sweats?
Right.
Man,
I think he might have tuberculosis.
Ugh.
A lot. The
let's
coffin
just
was
have a
heavy.
drink. Let's just spend the day drinking. We don't-
Well, what we do then? How do you all feel about? Well, it'd be murder. Murder.
Murder.
Murder.
I mean, I'm all for stealing, but
Right.
as other than expressing a desire for people that got into a club that he didn't get into to get their comeuppance, has he actually done anything?
Oh,
He's a psychopath.
right. Very
Oh,
clear.
I'm not disagreeing, but he's a psychopath that throws lots of parties.
I can
And
kill him
it's
with
a-
my hammer.
He very clearly gave us his intentions to kill innocents and that he'd pursue it until he found someone that could.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
But you're right. I also don't know if it warrants death since I haven't actually done it yet. I mean, he has, but is there a way we can just remove him from his office or something?
Permanently?
Right.
Maybe there must be corruption.
Maybe if we find out where this gold is going.
Or
Well, what if we snoop around? First step, just snoop around a bit in his office while we steal the artifact.
Does your father want this artifact?
It's his, apparently. He lost it while traveling and such.
that seems a little careless.
I think he was hurt or ambushed or something and was surprised to see it. Yeah. But still, if it's that important.
I've got to go pick up my chainmail.
Oh.
So we're agreed. We're going to infiltrate the Thieves Guild and then sabotage their whole thing and get the sand and utilize their resources to get the artifact.
Well, I
We
think
know
that
where we
they'll
can go
take
get the
it.
sand. The mayor told us.
Right, we can get our own sand, and I think the Thieves Guild will take the artifact for themselves. No offense, Teagan.
No, they certainly want it. They want it, yeah, for obvious reasons. To be able to manipulate time during a heist.
Now, hang on. What if we did give them the artifact? Let me finish. What if I made a replica?
I like where you're going with this.
Teagan, do you know if they have any artifices of their own that might be able to spot it?
I don't think they're that sophisticated. I think they're just trying what they can try on their own with their, But I'm talking out of my hat here.
Rainerius, what do you think?
We would need two, probably.
Well,
two duplicates,
yeah.
one to leave at the mayor's office so he doesn't know we stole it.
Right.
We need to steal it.
I think time is on our side. If the Thieves Guild hasn't been able to penetrate the mayor's office and steal it already, well, what makes us any better at that than a Thieves Guild?
That is actually an extremely salient point. Okay. Replicas.
It's either that the entire Thieves Guild is extremely inept, or they're really good, and the mayor's guards are even better. And I'd rather not make an enemy of a mayor who wants cities to burn.
Well, the mayor's never going to give us sand.
Right.
They're the Thieves Guild has been the ones intercepting the sand deliveries.
That makes sense. But again, if we can get them something that's close enough to the actual thing, that they believe it.
Right.
And they try the sand and it doesn't work, they'll just think that the mayor was mixed up and had it wrong.
Right.
Gerbil and Ren, what do you think?
Just taking a drink.
And that.
Oh, no. Not really sure what we need to do here.
Oh, right. He has a side quest too.
Well,
Rin will speak up. I do think that we probably need to, decide now what course that we want to take.
we can tell the person on the council there about what the mayor's up to. And that might remove the mayor from power. But we steal the thing first.
The councilman from Bern?
Oh, I met at the party. It was a grand old time.
Wait,
We
what?
could frame him for the destruction of Bern.
Well, perhaps. I don't even know what ties he has to the other one, so they might lead them over us. But at least we can tell tell them about the mayor. Oh, look at these.
But wait. How do you know that he's not the one that's starting these rumors up that we're the stick killers?
Well, he definitely thought we were. Right, he had a lot of questions when we spoke. But I think I successfully managed to navigate that before I was stabbed, of course. So maybe he's unsure. I don't know.
Okay.
We should steal the artifact and then consider what to do with the mayor after.
Teagan, do you know where the Thieves Guild is?
Yes. They're at
Do you
all
think that you
Relesk.
can go in and see what they have and what they don't have while we go and make some replicas of this stupid ass artifact thing that everybody in the world fucking wants?
Are Cazeel's drawings detailed enough that I would be able to make, in like talking through all the details and stuff, I'd be able to come up with an actual like blueprint for a replica?
Make a performance check or sleight of. Make a performance check, Caszeel.
Okay.
Oh,
It's gonna be like
I was
6
like,
figures.
give me what?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty detailed. Make an intelligence check, Gimbal.
Okay. Straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to present Gimbal with a minor illusion of what I saw as well.
Ooh,
That's a
Make
great
it-
idea.
Make it with advantage, Gimbal.
nice for areas.
I still say that we kill the mayor because he's just gonna find somebody else.
What? Give me
He's
advantage.
just very revengeful.
There we go. All right.
Yay!
Oh,
Nice.
dropped a 4. Thank goodness.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, that's rough. Yeah, Gimbal, you take a look at the minor illusion and reduces minor illusion of it and the object and Cazeel's drawing, and yeah, you think that you have a pretty good idea of the dimensions of this object in order to replicate it.
And I have good news. I have the perfect person to help with this.
Oh.
Maybe. You have to be willing to expand the circle a little bit, though. I have to explain what I was doing.
She has to be willing to risk her life.
Right. Because I think
God,
we're going to
that's
have to kill
true.
this mayor. I do.
I think once we take the artifact,
That's a fair point. Although the only free forge we know that he uses in the engine, right?
yeah.
Oh, I've used it. It's really good.
Okay.
I mean, a dagger.
Ooh,
See?
fantastic.
That's well done. Okay. Well, we know what we're doing. We're going to make replicas. And then you don't just have to steal it and leave an empty case. You can do a swap.
Hey, and kill the
Something
mayor.
in the mayor's office there. Right? That way no one suspects you.
And I still kill the mayor.
I think we're going to have to. It's for the good of the people. I don't even like murder, but
For the good of which people?
all the folks in the flying cities that are innocent, that are doomed if we don't even do anything.
Now, this actually leads to a really interesting philosophical conversation about innocence and culpability, even in unknowing and unwilling participation in the perpetuation of grave crimes against a particular portion of the populace.
Right.
Okay.
You could call it like mundane privilege or something like that. I don't know. With how
what a fitting name! I think.
with how the
privilege.
What?
Flight privilege. No.
Sure. Yeah.
What was the mayor's exact word? Did he want to kill all these people, or he didn't mind?
He didn't care about the innocents.
Ultimately, he wanted them dead, and that he wanted the cities to fall, insistent on making all of the other floating cities fall to the ground. And when we mentioned, well, that will kill plenty of innocents, is that I didn't care. I want them to fall. Make it happen. And if not, I'll find someone else.
They did ask him for mages, but he said no because he knew what they were doing with the mages.
Right.
Hey.
What if the cities never rose up into the sky?
Ooh, you're thinking about using the artifact.
I know.
Does it work like that, though?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking the
Did Dad
question.
ever mention what he needed the artifact for?
Apparently, it's part of what he does for in the world, or whatever his position is in the world.
That's
something
really
for
vague.
good. Right? I feel like my pa isn't quite all there. He spoke a little bit about it having something to do with time, but also traveling. Like he kept talking about going lots of places, and.
Do you think he was maybe being intentionally vague and we just need to ask lots of questions?
Oh, I know just the person for that. Not eyebrow waggle, you Gimble. I can't
I think.
Oh, it can give you a chance to realize, to actually go look at it in person.
I think we shouldn't commit to a huge plan without taking small steps first. I think we do the replicas.
Yeah.
Find out if that's doable. If that's doable and it looks good, then we can.
It's doable.
Getting materials, getting it all done, doing it without being noticed.
Got access. It's cool.
Okay. Then we can decide how to make the Thieves Guild and the mayor's things interact maybe to our advantage.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need a distraction to get in.
We can set both of them up for like a drop-off.
Wait.
We can get in whenever we want.
Well, getting in.
Oh, is he waiting to hear back from
We have an offer to accept.
Oh. Well, there's your in.
But walking out with the artifact would be the tricky part.
It's a swap. You got sticky fingers. And no one notices you're there.
Well,
and I've got your back.
It would be smarter to do it with a distraction.
Right.
I agree.
When he's not there in his office.
Well, I'm sure taking.
I listened to an entire whole ass conversation between his daddy and him.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you're sneaky too. You pickpocketed the drunk people around the fire.
Amateur.
That was pretty cool.
This is pretty sneaky. You remember when he was telling us how he got that list?
I'm saying I can use two. I've got two identities on the technicality, so if need be, I can use the other one. No, that might not be a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Well, first pertinent question: how many guards?
It's like what, 4?
I saw up in the top, 2 outside.
4 guards.
4 up
well,
top.
you guys saw 4 guards in the mayor's office, and you saw, when you were being taken upstairs and after 2 guards that weren't in the office that were downstairs that you saw.
Mhm.
Right. Besides the guards in the center, in the square, being everywhere. So it's not going to be just like walk in, walk out. But if at dusk, when this Gimbal, you said you saw this ceremony?
Yeah. Everyone in town goes to it. Pretty much required.
I think somebody trying to walk off with the gold offering would cause enough of a commotion.
I would think so. Maybe a
Bunch
little
of
bit
thieves.
more than. Mhm.
A bunch of thieves from a thieves guild?
Leaving behind very blatant evidence of said thieves guild.
Well, I mean, we can leave that up to them. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind a little extra on the side.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they know about this already. The ceremony, if they've
But
been,
if
if they're operating here.
But if they had the impression that it would assist them getting the artifact, they might go along with it.
Oh, so you have a plan?
Well, I'm thinking out loud here.
Okay.
Have them cause a distraction with this offering, which is going to be a lot of gold for them. That should cause all the guards
Mhm.
to converge.
Okay. They'll perhaps rush the mayor up to his office again, though.
So we need to get the mayor away from his elevator before that.
Again, if I remember correctly, I think the mayor goes to this thing too.
Oh, so he's away from his. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I can keep him distracted.
There's
All right, well,
always
we
that
have
option.
Let's continue to work on this. I think we have a good framework, but I have to talk to. I have to go up north to the old Relesk and feel them out about this. I have to be. This is going to be very dodgy. I don't know if they'll go for it, but
Well,
I don't know if they're going to trust me enough. But we'll see.
there's always and I'll take out of my pack and put on the table have this disguise kit. If anyone's about the same height, can maybe and a good actor, perhaps they can play the part of the mayor, ringing us up, asking for a minute alone, and we can just swap it right out, walk right back out while we know the mayor is elsewhere.
Well, I'm 6 foot tall.
I am 6'3". Anyone Gimbal perhaps? How
Gimbal,
tall
huh?
is Gimbal? He's like
He's a gnome.
foot shorter, 2 foot. What? How tall are you?
I'm like 3'2".
He's
I'm
2
not
foot
very
shorter.
tall.
That's too much. Yeah. Venerius? No, because you would have your stutter, huh? How
And
tall are you,
Gerbil's
Silvra?
tall.
Gerbil's very tall. He's also very
He's
hairy.
about 7 foot, 8 foot.
Oh, and how tall are you, Pixlin?
5'4".
Oh, that's close.
And clearly, you're very good, adept at other personalities and forms. Can your ring make you look like the mayor or only like this?
Only like this.
We're going to need a lot of pillows.
I never really bothered to ask about more disguises.
Oh, right.
Here.
Well,
I can make somebody invisible.
Well, now we're talking.
Interesting.
Even
Okay,
Alright.
let's add some magic into this.
All right.
better.
Nice.
I need to work at it a little bit and practice for a day, but I'm pretty sure I could.
All right.
I can grease the floor. I've glitter. Is that helpful?
If we
I'll just stick to making the stuff.
nice. if we did try to have Silvra look like the mayor, can you change her voice at all? Can you manipulate sound? No.
No. I need to maybe do some research, see what I could find.
I think the invisibility option
Right.
is right up there.
Oh.
Can you, Ramirez, would you have any idea? I mean, how does this invisible? Would it just make the person invisible, or everything on their person invisible as well?
Whatever they carry, as far as I know.
Good.
Even better.
Would you be up for that, Teagan? Sneaking about, invisible?
I think we could. Yeah, if we can do the invisibility, which, yeah,
They don't.
I can
don't
go
you
up.
know it?
Go up with the replica,
Right.
take the real one, leave the replica,
Right.
and get out of there. I'd still like to do it with a distraction to cut down the odds of bumping into a guard. But
Of
I don't
course.
know. Maybe we'll put that in our back pocket. Maybe we'll see how the talks with the Thieves Guild goes.
Are you going to go there alone, Teagan?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. They're not fond of me traveling with a bunch of adventurers. But
No,
What about
No
someone
offense.
as useful as myself?
Nice. My only concern with the Thieves Guild, Teagan, and perhaps you can answer this, how soured would they feel if they realize that's a replica?
oh, we're dead.
Oh, right. So something to consider then, perhaps. Like, I don't even want a Thieves Guild after us as well as so many
Dead
others.
3 ways.
How about
Jesus.
this? Again, they haven't been able to get the artifact. Right?
Right.
Why don't we just use it for ourselves?
So how do they not know that the mayor just already had a defunct replica?
Good point.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just got to be very persuasive if they ask questions about it.
Yeah.
Anywho, it sounds like we have a plan.
Right. Replicas, Teagan speaking with the Thieves Guild. And
Gerbils picking flowers.
right.
It's a very important part of this. Gerbil gets some flowers.
Yep.
Renarius is looking into the invisibility magic. All right. Yeah. Sounds right. Okay.
Okay. So you guys dig into what's left of breakfast. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
All right.
43 minutes later.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, we had that.
So many options.
All right. Well, thank you, chat, for hanging around. We had some pretty steady viewers up until now, so thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed them chatting for an hour about what they're going to be doing. Fun news next week is that we'll actually have a guest DM for, I don't know how that's going to work, but
we can't do the heist with
I'm going to have to put together like a packet of information for her.
Maybe we do a shopping episode.
Let's just run the flower picking side quest with Victoria, and then we can do the heist.
Victoria is going to be Victoria DMs on Sunday nights and plays on Tuesday nights in Curious Lament. She's going to be guest DMing next Monday, as I'll be off doing something else. Yeah, so tune in for that. That should be a great time. It should be definitely interesting. I'm sorry, Victoria, if you watch this. All right, so our schedule, you've been watching The Forsaken at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Monday nights. Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time is Curious Lament, which is DM'd by Dan. That's our all evil campaign. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time is Madbird Squawks, which is our D&D therapy or D&D talk show, where we have guests from the different campaigns come on and talk about their characters or what's going on in the campaigns. Thursdays, we don't have anything. Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern time is Stormfall, which is our after-school special, mostly good campaign, DM'd by Dan. Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time is Tower of Dreams, which Andrew DMs. We're only on episode 7 this week, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
So still early, so you
Really
can
easy
catch
to
up
catch
on
up.
YouTube to get all caught up with that, because it's a fun time and I'm having a great time playing in it. Melissa's in that as well as Frank. Then soon, 10 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays, we'll be having a new campaign starting, DM'd by Dan. What's the name of the campaign again, Dan?
In Extremis.
Yes. So that'd be a great time. Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern time is Obsidian Scar, which is DM'd by Victoria. Also, I forgot, on Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern time, I have a new thing here on Madbird called Mad Art with Steph, where I work on fan art that we vote on in our Discord channel. So hop on over there if you're not already there. That's been fun to do those with you guys. Yeah, and so we're back to Monday. So see you. I mean, I won't see you next week, but see you next week. We are rating the role players here, so stick around, give them some love as we rate over there, and have a great night. Stay safe, guys.
So take care, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.